Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sorry I disappeared for a little and I haven't uploaded any videos. I know I promised you guys that comparison video and it is coming soon. This video in particular will be about my new custom Moxi Jack boots. I figured I'd do a review on these before I do the comparison video just so I can actually give you my opinions of all the skates together when I do my comparison video. It just seemed more fitting. So yeah, I got these between my last video and this video, so if you're interested in my new Moxi Jack review, which I do have very different opinions about my new ones versus my Jade ones, so if you're interested in that, please stay tuned. Alright, so these are my new Moxi Jack boots. Here's what they look like. Of course, just like my other videos, I'm gonna review the skate. I'm gonna tell you how I got it, pricing, and then I'll go into like my setup and what I like about my setup, if I don't like anything about my setup, and all that jazz. So yeah, we'll get right into it. So again, these are my Moxi Jack boots, my new current one. My boyfriend pre-ordered these for me back in November as a birthday gift, so thank you, Travis. He paid around $3.79 for them, I want to say. So yeah, these are custom coloring, so at the time they were $3.79 because at the time custom colors were $100 more than the normal Jack boots, which was $2.79. And my boyfriend paid that for the boot only, and then we waited around 7 months to actually receive the skate in the mail. So we pre-ordered it in November and I didn't get them till I think end of June, July, beginning of July. And yeah, that's how I got my hands on them. We ordered them with a black sole instead of the normal brown sole. And then everything else was ordered stock. So the lining was stock. And obviously the color was a custom color. So I have a honeydew and I have a black boot. This is my right, this is my left. Sorry, I'm holding them like an idiot. I do want to talk about something really quick that was a pretty big deal when I received these skates. After 7 months of waiting, the lining was a leopard lining. So as you can see right here, this is what the lining on my Jack boots looked like. And I didn't think it would start as much controversy as it did because I think I was one of the first few people to upload a picture of leopard lining on Jack boots. Normally it comes with the vintage girl lining. I wish I had my other pair of Jack boots, but they're in the car, so I can't really show you guys, but I will show you in my comparison video and all that. So I do have my Panthers right here. So now the Jack boots have the same lining as the Panther boots, which is the leopard. And when I saw the leopard lining on my Jack boots personally, I was ecstatic. I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, like this looks awesome with my setup. And I think it looks even really good with my honeydew boots, so I was super stoked to get the leopard lining. So I uploaded a picture of it and lo and behold, everyone was going crazy. Everyone was like, oh my god, like is this the new lining? Is this what's gonna happen now? And it is. The leopard lining is the new standard lining on the Jack boots. I think you can still pay to have the vintage girl lining if that's what you prefer. And all I want to say about that is, although I was very happy personally receiving the leopard lining, I know it can be really upsetting if you spent quite a bit of money on roller skates and you're expecting something and you get something else. And Rydell and Moxi unfortunately did not do a good job of communicating that with customers. Now, I don't fully blame this on Moxi skates. I think this is definitely more of Rydell's department when it comes to changing stuff. I do think, regardless, it still could have been communicated because when you're paying a lot of money for skates, you know, you want what you pay for. Although I love my leopard lining, there are people that really don't like leopard. don't like animal print anything. So I get it. I get why people are upset about the lining. There are some people that are really excited about the leopard lining and everything, so I don't know. I like it, and regardless, this is about how much of your lining shows in your skate boot. Like, it's really not a big deal. You could cover it with a little fabric, but should you have to do that for skates that you paid a lot of money for? Absolutely not. So I totally understand people's frustrations when they did see that my Jack boots came with leopard, and they're like, well, I had a pre-order, what am I gonna get? You know, I paid for one lining, I better not get something else. So I understand customers being frustrated about that, and that's all I'm gonna say on the leopard lining deal. It is what it is. Unfortunately, we are in a pandemic and suppliers run out of stuff. There's shipment problems. There's all kinds of things that we don't understand that are happening behind the scenes. But at the same time, I feel like there could have been some kind of communication. There could have been an email sent out to people who pre-ordered. There could have been some kind of information to give people the option to either cancel their skates or, you know, say they're happy, maybe a discount. I don't know. Again, I don't run Moxi, I don't run Rydell, so that's all I have to say about the lining. I'm going to tell you guys how much I paid for, like, everything on my skate, and then I'll get into the review. So, the Jack boot itself with the custom colors, since there's 2 different colored boots, I'm not sure if you can do that anymore. I know this was back in November, so I could get 2 different colored boots, and like I said, my boyfriend got those for me, so he paid $3.79 just for the boot. And then we got this plate and these Bigfoot slide blocks with the trucks. If you guys haven't heard of Bigfoot Bike and Skate, it's an amazing small business, and the creator makes these plate kits, and he creates these slider blocks by 3D printing them to fit perfectly in your skate. And for this plate kit, it was around, I want to say $280, $290, something of the sort. It wasn't very expensive when you compare it to like a metal plate or something. And then I'll get into the cost of the individual items once I review my setup, but I just wanted to give you the base big prices on my setup. I will say that now Jack boots no longer cost $2.79 for boot only. In the jade and the black variations, it is now $3.49. If you want a custom color, although I don't know if they do mix match colors anymore, I think they do still do like honeydew, clementine, colors that don't normally fall in the base color line. Those are around $500 for boot only. So from November to almost a year later, Jack boots, if you get special colors, are almost $200 more. So that's important to keep in mind. When I tell you how I feel about them, of course I'll go into if I think they're worth it or not. But yeah, that's a little bit about the pricing. I'm going to go ahead and get into my boots and my setup and how I feel about them. So now I'm going to go into my setup and like my personal experience with my brand new Jack boots. So whenever I do the comparison video, I'll actually compare these between the Jades and the Jacks. But if you haven't checked out my Jack boot review for my Jade Jacks, I suggest you check that out because I talk about a lot of weird quality issues I noticed in the Jack boot that I don't notice with these at all. But I'll get into that right now. So when you look at these Jack boots, you can see like how smooth the suede is, and that's how it's supposed to be. That's how my lollies came, with really smooth suede. On my black Jack, you can see just how smooth like the suede really is. Now, Moxi does have a disclaimer that says that the suede can be cut in different batches, so the texture varies. But when I compare the suede on these boots to what I had in my Jade Jacks. Like, my Jade Jacks were so nappy, and it looked like they just had a bunch of like little like furries all around the suede, and it felt not smooth but more coarse and like really like just kind of tangly or something. I don't know, but that was an issue. Of course, the quality of the suede doesn't necessarily affect your skating. It's just more about a quality thing, and when you're paying a lot of money for a Jack boot, especially now that it's closer to $500, like, it should be this smooth every single time. It should absolutely be this quality of a boot. It should not have weird consistencies. Like, when you look at this boot compared to my Jade Jack, it is like fully glued onto the sole, and my Jade Jack had a little gap here that looked like the boot could rip off, and only time will tell with that. I didn't contact Moxi about my problems with my last boot because I didn't think it was like something such a big deal, but for some people, you know, that really can be a big deal, and I completely understand. And if you're paying a lot of money, you know, you want what you paid for. So I get how it can be disappointed when you get something that's not like that. But anyways, back to my current boot. For these, I got black soles instead of the traditional brown sole on the Moxi Jack boot, as you can tell. I have it on my Honeydew as well. And that was a custom option, so I messaged Skate Rats and I was like, hey, I see these Jack boots with black soles, can I do that? And it was actually no upcharge, so I'm not sure if they're still currently doing that, but yep, that was it. And now I'm going to talk about my plate a little. So the plate I have on my skates is the Sunlight plate. It's a green Sunlight plate. I know a lot of shops were out of stock in these, but like I said, I got my plate from Bigfoot Bike and Skate, and he actually put the whole plate together for me. He made the blocks. As you can see here, they're purple with an orange prism. And he put the wide trucks. So that all came as a set together without the wheels. And it was around, like I said, $290. So I think this plate was absolutely worth every penny. Like, this plate is amazing. I almost want to have all of my skates remounted to Sunlight plates. It just feels really nice at the park. It's lightweight, but super sturdy. I feel like I could jump really nicely in them. It doesn't feel overly clunky. It feels really smooth. I know people have mentioned like flexing issues, and I'm not necessarily sure what they mean by that. So if you guys know what people mean by flex on the Sunlight plates, please let me know, because I've been trying to figure it out. As you can see, when he custom makes these blocks for you, like, there is absolutely no gaps. It is perfectly fitted to your plate. And I'm going to show you guys what I mean with gaps in between blocks. So you can see on my Panthers and my blocks, there's gaps in between the trucks and stuff. And now, I don't know if that's helped me with flex issues when people say issues about Sunlight plates, but all I can say is this plate is absolutely magnificent. I love the cushions. I love the color. It's really like sturdy nylon. It doesn't feel like my Sure Grip rock plate on my Jade Jacks. Like, it just feels so much better made. And overall, I really just have been enjoying it like crazy. I don't think I'll ever get a different plate, honestly. I'm just so happy with this plate. If I ever like do remount any of my skates, I'll probably do another Sunlight plate. I'm going to talk about my blocks a little bit. So here's the blocks. And these are just absolutely incredible. If you don't need a plate, at least get yourself some of these blocks, because these are my favorite blocks by far. They retail for $90, and he can do basically about any color. He can do basically any prism color, which is this. I think he puts it on here now. But these blocks are just life-changing, game-changing, whatever you want to call it. They are so smooth when you go on rails or do grinds. They feel like you don't ever have to wax them. I don't know, they just glide so smoothly. I cannot recommend these enough. If you have the money and if you're looking for slide blocks, please invest in those. They're around the same price as the CIB ones, and I can guarantee you that these are a million times better. I absolutely love these blocks so much. I don't really like any other blocks as much as I've liked these, so I'm very happy with them, and I highly, highly, highly recommend you getting these. And that's all I can say about that. I'm just really starting to get into grinds and stuff with my wide truck setup, and it has been a lot smoother. So if you're very serious about park skating, I mean, I suggest go for the whole plate kit, but if there's one thing you must get from this plate kit, it's these blocks. They're amazing. Now I'm going to talk about my wide trucks. So this came with the whole plate kit, and as you can see, they're just a little bit wider than normal trucks. I'll show you in a second. These are 3-inch trucks. Now I'm going to show you a comparison to my Panther skate. You can see how narrow the Panther trucks are versus the wide trucks. Like, that is a really tiny space versus this giant space. And I think it's a difference of about 1 to 1.5 inches, but it really does make a huge difference. I could not even imagine not park skating in wide trucks anymore. That's why I don't really use my Panthers at the skate park, because I really want to get wide trucks on them, because it just feels so much better. You have more control, more stability. It makes you feel just a lot more stable and really grounded when you're about to do like grinds or rails. If you're into that stuff, if you're serious about park skating, like, you're really just gonna love wide trucks. I think it's a necessity if you park skate. So yeah, at first there is an adjustment period. At first it was a little wobbly and it felt like I was almost on a skateboard or so, because I mean, this is like skateboard truck size, maybe a little smaller. But if you can get your hands on some wide trucks, I highly recommend them. And my friend Bambino Shreds on Instagram actually gave me a really useful tip. So he said to loosen your trucks a little more than you're used to, and that's exactly what I did. And it really just made them feel amazing on my feet. Like, I can't even picture not park skating in these. Like, these are just my babies. They feel absolutely amazing. They look amazing. So me. But yeah, I cannot say enough good things about this whole plate setup. I think it is incredible. Totally worth it. I waited 4 weeks for it, and it was $290. The weight might vary now. I don't know if prices went up, but it's still completely worth it. Like, it is just amazing. And the Sunlight plate actually has a lifetime warranty, so if it were to break, you have a warranty to get it replaced, which is pretty freaking awesome. And it's already inexpensive to begin with. I think the plate itself is just $80, $90, which is really inexpensive for an awesome, amazing plate. I'm gonna go into my wheels. So these are my wheels, and they are the green and black slime ball skateboard wheels. So when you have wide trucks, you can put skateboard wheels because they have a wider truck base. I did put skateboard wheels on my lollies, but they were side set. If you're buying center set skateboard wheels, you won't be able to put them on like anything but wide trucks. And I just love skateboard wheels. I love them so much more than roller skate wheels, honestly. These were $35 a pack, and they're the green and black slime ball wheels. And then I have little astronaut covers. Just give it a cute little touch. And these wheels are 99A, and I want to say a 56 millimeter diameter. So they're a little bit bigger than your average skateboard wheel, but just a tiny bit. My other ones are 54, 53. So it just gives me a little bit more like room in the bowl to just like glide through it. I have been very much enjoying these wheels. I will say, if you plan on roller skating street and like gravelly roads and like just normal roads, like you will feel the shake with these wheels. These are hard wheels. You really just want to keep them at the skate park or on smooth surfaces. It's just going to feel the best. I'm not saying it's impossible to skate on other surfaces with these, but you're just going to feel a lot of shake in your foot and it's going to feel really weird. But you can always replace them with softer wheels. Like you can put normal roller skate wheels on wide trucks. I have done it. It is possible. But I just prefer skateboard wheels for the skate park. They just feel really nice. That's all about my wheels. Now this is my toe stop. It's the Chia Cherry Bombs. If you guys have watched my other review videos, you know these are my die-hard toe stops. I just love them so much. They're really inexpensive at around $20 a piece. And they just never wear down. Like, I mean, I've been skating on these for 2 months heavy, and like, I mean heavy use on my toe stops because I've been trying new things at the skate park, and look how little they've worn down. I do have to rotate them, and they come in all these pretty colors. I just love this purple. It's like a lilac purple. It's gorgeous. I can't recommend these enough. Like, the toe stop material just sticks so well to ramps and stuff versus like other toe stops I've tried, like the Lone Star. I mean, the hard stoppers, those don't cling to ramps at all. I haven't tried the dead stop hard stoppers though, so that could change things. But I didn't really like those, so I really enjoy these and I cannot recommend them enough. If you are looking for a good skate park toe stop, this is it. And it's great. And now I'll get into my personal setup. So these are my toe guards. I made these myself. I'm going to turn down the light a little. And they're just goosebumps. So my whole theme is goosebumps. As you can see, it has like little goosebump covers on the toe guard. It's super cute. I love it. And then I added this haunted mask patch I got from Creepy Company. I just added the eyelet holes myself and put them on my skates. If you've ever watched, I don't know if you guys ever watched Goosebumps, but I was so obsessed with it as a little kid. And when I got these skates, I was like, I have to do a Goosebumps theme. And I just absolutely love it. It's so cute. There's my little patch. I had these slime things, but they fell out. But I might upload pictures of those just to show you guys. But, yep, that's my little... I'll have links down below to where I got everything, by the way, so that you guys can get it as well if you're interested. On my black roller skate, I have a little slappy patch. It looks so cute. I absolutely love it. Just like, how cute is that? It's just too cute. And I made this myself too. I just put the eyelets and I bought the patch off Creepy Company. And I'll have links down below to where I got that. And here's my toe guards. On here, just more book covers from Goosebumps, and again, I made these. I have a little shop that I'll have linked down below if you guys are interested for some spooky toe guards. I think I've covered everything on my new Jack boots just for the sake of this review video. That's about everything. If you guys have any more questions about anything I mentioned in the video or about certain products, let me know. Just comment down below or reach out to me on Instagram. I'm always happy to answer DMs. And yeah, I will have the comparison video of all my Moxi skates coming really soon for you guys. I'm really excited about making that just to give you like an overall opinion of every skate and compare them. Thank you so much for watching today, guys. I hope you stay tuned for my other videos coming very soon. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day.